Commercial maneuvers. The Power Off 180. Power Off 180 for me has been one of the commercial pilot maneuvers that has given me the most problems during my training. The FAA defines the Power Off 180 approach and landing as an approach and landing made by gliding with the engine idling from downwind to touchdown, beyond and within 200 feet of a designated line or mark on the runway. It is very important when performing this maneuver that you first know what the winds are doing at the airport, so ATIS and the windsock are your friends prior to setting up for this maneuver. A strong headwind will have you make the turn final much quicker than a light headwind as described in the picture to the right. Steps to the Power Off 180. Once you have determined what the wind is doing and are on the downwind leg, here's how to nail the precision landing. 80 knots on downwind, being the landing point, carburetor heat, and reduce the power to idle. Immediately pitch the aircraft for best glide speed. In my training aircraft, that is 65 knots. This maneuver is all about speed and altitude management. It is important to gauge how high or low you are to the runway during this maneuver, and know that you have some tricks up your sleeve to deal with any issues that may come up during this maneuver. For example, if you are too high, make sure to do a slip or small S-turns to bleed off the altitude. But it is very important to always keep your eye on the speed of the aircraft, as getting too low and slow can be a fatal mistake when maneuvering in the pattern, as a stall spin during this maneuver would be a horrible thing. So always maintain safe operating speed during any maneuver. Also remember that if you find yourself too low on the base leg, you can turn in sooner and make up for the altitude that is lost. It is important to also remember that you can use the flaps in a situation that you are too high, but realize once you have added flaps, there is no turning back. So use them as needed, and I would not dump them all unless you are 100% sure that with them the landing point has been made. You only get one chance at nailing this maneuver during your check ride. I have heard this one can make or break that new certificate. As with any commercial pilot maneuver, practice and proficiency are key to learning and perfecting this maneuver. Winds change, so this maneuver I have found has really never been the same twice. So knowing how your airplane handles and maneuvers and how it is going to float and what is the speed at which it will actually stall is very important when practicing this maneuver in the pattern. And as I conclude this presentation, please always stay safe and monitor your speed and other traffic in the pattern, as this maneuver can be very hazardous to you and others if not done with the utmost respect and diligence to your speed and surroundings. Stay safe.